Hello, hello, hello. Welcome, welcome, welcome to Flourishing with Purpose. To introduce myself, my name is Felicia Bob. I am a wife, a mom, Christian mentor, and a teacher of the Word of God. I am a time management coach for the high achieving career working mom, helping them to create a work life harmony life, a life that she can combine her work and her family life to help her to balance out her day, to help her to be more productive in her day, to help her to help the high achieving career mom to be able to use her time more effectively and efficiently, to help her to create that harmony in her life, that harmony and balance that she needs in her life, to help prevent those feelings of constantly being stressed and strained and feeling those feelings of overwhelm. And you, when you're feeling those feelings of overwhelm and anxiety and stress and strain, it leads to burnout. So welcome again to Flourishing with Purpose. And today I want to talk to you about, I want to share a little bit about work life um, integration, just finding that harmony and that balance in the midst of the daily shackles each and every day, finding that sense of harmony that we need in our lives as high achieving career working moms. And a lot of times, we want balance, but a lot of times we want that balance and we want that harmony in our life. But a lot of times we may feel that it's just impossible. It's absolutely impossible to achieve it. So because it's just so much going on in our lives from day to day. We have the demands, we have the responsibilities, and all of those demands and responsibilities that we have to carry each and every day. A lot of times it leaves us feeling overwhelmed, and it leaves us just stretched thin like a rubber band. We're stretched thin. So today I want to talk about achieving more harmony in the midst of the shackles that we have from day to day. Being a mom is a blessing. Being a mom is a blessing. It is a blessing from the Lord. And we have to seek him, to spend time with him and spend time in his presence, to help us to use our time wisely, to help us to prioritize, to help us to plan, getting heavenly wisdom from him. Everything that I share and teach, it is built on the Bible. It is built on biblical foundation, because the Bible is our foundation for life. It is our compass for life. So the word tells us to acknowledge him in all of our ways, and he will direct our paths. God is concerned about the complete woman. So he desires for us to prosper, be in good health, even as our soul prospers as well. So I want to talk about how, we can create that harmony in our life that we need from day to day with order, prioritization, and planning. So realizing that work and personal life can be intertwined, um, in, can be connected, and embracing flexibility. We gotta be flexible to meet the demands of both our work life and our home life, you guys. To blend the two together, we can blend the two together by prioritizing what matters most in each moment, what matters most in each season of our life. What are those core values in the season of your life right now, currently, that you are in? Those core values are important, and we have to keep them at the forefront to help us to create this harmony and this balance in our life that we need. So let's talk about the steps towards the blend. The steps towards the blend. And if any one of you are out there that are joining me live, just send me a quick comment to let me know that you're out there. Thank you so very much for joining me, and who would join me on the replay. So let's talk about the steps towards the blend, you guys. Blending it together, that work life harmony together, your work and your personal life together. Number one, we got to set realistic expectations. We got to realize that we can't excel in all things at one time. We can't excel in all things at one time. We got to give ourselves grace. We got to give ourselves grace. It's okay. It's okay to give ourselves grace. And we have to prioritize our tasks and responsibilities, because this is what's going to help us to keep us from feeling those feelings of guilt, those feelings of stress and overwhelm that leads to burnout. Number two, I call this the 3Ds. The steps towards the blending your work and your personal life together. This is the 3Ds. We gotta delegate tasks, we gotta do what we can, and we got to decide that we don't have to do it all. We have to delegate tasks. We have to do what we can from day to day. And that comes from making your checklist. That comes from prioritizing and checking things off, being able to do what we can, and also following the leading and guiding of the Holy Spirit throughout your day. Because you may have six things, five things on your list, but the Holy Spirit may tell you to only do three of those things for that day. So we got to be led by the Holy Spirit as well. So when you delegate tasks with these 3Ds, when you delegate tasks, it's going to lighten your load. It's going to lighten your load. It's going to free up your time. And guess what? It's going to help us to do more of the things that really matters to us. It's going to help us to do more of the things that are at the center of our heart. So don't forget the 3Ds, you guys. Delegate tasks. Do what you can when you're checking off your tasks on your to-do list, and decide that you don't have to do it all. A lot of us feel like that we have to do it all. We don't have to do it all. And as a matter of fact, we can't do it all by ourselves. Number three, become flexible. Become flexible. Um, when you become flexible, it helps strengthens your muscles. When you become makes you stronger, because when you become flexible, it helps you to be more productive. It helps you to be more productive when you become flexible. And adjusting your schedule, when we are able to be okay with adjusting, because life is a part of adjusting. Being a mom is a part of adjusting, because we all know the different balls that we have to juggle each and every day. So we have to be okay with adjusting and being flexible with our schedule. And we need to be able be to be able to adjust our schedules with our also prioritize and make sure that we are adjusting our schedule and we are prioritizing based on our family demands. And not just based on our family demands, but based on our personal time that we need, based on that time that we need for our self-care and for our wellness. We need to be able to be flexible. We need to be able to fit that time in our schedule so that we can make sure it is very important that we make sure that we put ourselves in that priority category for our self wellness. That was number three. And again, I am talking about the steps towards the blend, how we can blend home and work life, and along with that, our personal life as well. Number four is practice boundary management. I have to practice boundary management. And I am sure you do as well. A lot of times we don't talk too much about setting boundaries, but I am learning on a personal level even more that boundaries, it is so important. It is so important to your work life harmony, creating that space and that time that you need, prioritizing and making sure that you are putting time into the things that matters most to you. It is so important that that does not get um blotted out because we have not set boundaries and we are not protecting our boundaries. We need to set boundaries, but it's important when we set them, we need to protect them. Set and protect your boundaries. So that comes under the alignment of practicing boundary management, blending work and your personal life. It's super important. It is super important to set and maintain boundaries to um help us with our self-care, our well-being, and to make sure that we set boundaries around our our time. We're setting boundaries around our time to make sure that we protect our time once again. So setting boundaries with our time, setting boundaries with different areas in our life to make sure that we stick to our convictions. Again, it goes into alignment with protection. We got to stick to our convictions and our core values. So ladies, moms out there, protect your boundaries. Draw that line and protect your boundaries. Number five, last but not least, put yourself on the books. Put yourself on the books. Do not neglect your self care. Do not neglect your self wellness. This is so important when it comes to work life harmony, when it comes to you being well as a mom, when it comes to you being well as a mom. This is this is a non-negotiable piece. You have to make this a non-negotiable piece, part of your daily routine. Not just once a month, but any way possible, your daily routine. And just let me throw this in here. Self-care on a daily routine, it doesn't have to be big and extravagant. It could just be taking a walk. It could just be taking a coffee break. It could just be taking a quiet break. There are a lot of things you, it could be in the morning times fixing you a green smoothie. That is self-care. That is loving on you. That is caring for your well-being. It is nourishing you. It is nourishing you. We have to take time. We have to be intentional to nourish our bodies, to nourish our minds, and to nourish our spirits. Our body is a temple of the Holy Spirit where the Holy Spirit abides. So And God is concerned about the whole woman. So we have to be intentional in taking care of our well being, nourishing ourselves, just like we nourish our loved ones, just like we nourish others. So this is so important for our well being and for our productivity. So, finding work life integration, work life harmony is all about finding harmony in the midst of the shackles, in the midst of the everyday activities, in the midst of the hustle and bustle and the tasks that we are responsible for each day. So, just let me do a quick recap. Number one, in reference to um, the steps that we have to take towards um, the steps towards the blend, the steps towards the blend, the um, work life harmony blend. Number one, setting realistic expectations. Number two, delegate tasks, you guys. Don't be afraid to delegate. Number three, embracing flexibility. Be flexible, you guys. We all know we got to flex. We got to be flexible. Number four, practicing boundary management. Practicing boundary management. Number five, and prioritizing yourself. Putting yourself on the books to practice self care daily. With this and practicing this and moving forward in these 5 steps, you can achieve a sense of balance and fulfillment. You can achieve a sense of harmony in your life. You can achieve a sense of harmony, work life harmony, and fulfillment in your life in both areas, at work and home life and your personal life. I have a amazing tool, a great tool that you can use to help you in the blending process, and it's called the the Flourishing Self Care Planner. It is called the Flourishing Self Care Planner. And this planner can help you to prioritize, organize, set your goals, and help you to prioritize all of your tasks and responsibilities. It can help you to write out your self-care plans, prioritize, organize, to plan your day, to plan out all your tasks and responsibilities for each day. Not only that, you guys, but this is a plus. When you're spending time in the word, when you're spending time with God, when you're sitting at his feet to get wisdom, knowledge, insight, you can write out those. I have a place in there. You can write out those scriptures, and you can write out the logos word and the rhema word that God is speaking to you at that time. So it is an amazing tool to help you to move forward in the blend to create that work life harmony between work and family life and your personal life. And there's one thing I want to leave with you. I want you to remember that um, this work life harmony, it is it's a journey. Remember, it's a journey. It's not a destination. It's not a destination. It's a lifelong journey because seasons in our life changes as mamas. So remember to don't be shy in giving yourself grace. Don't be shy in giving yourself grace and having patience with yourself. Thank you so very much for joining me on Flourishing with Purpose. Once again, I am Felicia Bob, and I hope that I can connect with you on next week. Have an amazing day. Bye bye.